Hello, love. Welcome back to Attempted Unknown. Thanks for checking in, seeing what we've been up to the last couple weeks. This is episode 14, and it's actually the last episode in our pilot season. Got a lot more shows lined up to go for fall. Definitely stay subscribed though, because throughout the summer, we're going to be throwing some postcards in that we get and some random finds, maybe a little contest. I don't know. You definitely want to stay subscribed, because when fall comes, you want to be the first one to see the next episode, Season 2, Attempted Unknown. In the breaking news, I just made it to regular, which is good. So I'm not a PTF or a casual or a seasonal help, anything like that. Looking at a real letter carrier now, and actually that kind of cemented a move for me. I just moved down within a couple miles of the station that I work at. Just cut my commute by 40 or 50 minutes or so. So I'm really happy about that. Got a new spot and kind of having a little housewarming thing. Coincidentally, got some friends in from Denmark that are a breakdancing crew. So Kim is actually going to stop by today and we're going to have a little conversation. He can tell us about what he knows about receiving mail in Denmark and Danish delivery system. And maybe we can get him to show us a couple moves of his b-boy stuff. This is Kim from Copenhagen, and he's in town to do a little performance and kind of take a vacation, I guess. That's right. 3 weeks or so. And he decided to stop by Attempted Unknown and tell us a little bit about Danish postal delivery system, which I will find fascinating, and hopefully you along the way will. First off the bat, Danish in Copenhagen, the letter carriers ride bicycles.
That's right. Yeah, all mail is delivered by bicycle. It'll more or less just be your basic 1940s man's bicycle, but it has bags on either side of the back wheel.
Any satchels or anything?
They don't use satchels. They, like I said, they have the saddlebags, which are their entire routes worth of mail, and they pretty much run up and down stairs all day. Each stairwell has 10 apartments, and these 10 apartments are represented by one street number, and then each apartment has an address, obviously. Mm-hmm. Then they're sorted by house numbers, I think, and then he takes the number and then he runs up and down, or she.
And all the while that, as long as a letter carrier is inside the apartment building, the mail is just sitting on the street.
Yeah.
On the bicycle. Is there any?
I think there's
theft.
I don't think there's any theft. I think there's a profound feeling of respect towards the mail. Nobody really fucks with it when it's just standing on the street. Is it illegal here to send money in letters? Well, it is in Denmark.
It's not recommended, I don't think.
Oh, well, it's illegal in Denmark, so and everybody knows that, I think. So there's not really any reason to loot these bags. You know, every night at 1900 hours, somebody comes, this time in a truck.
That's pretty late.
Yeah, and collects the mail from the boxes. And this particular red color has actually become a part of the language, because we call it postkasserød, which is mailbox red, and it's used to describe an array of different things, from
with
being
that same color,
from being blushed in the face to being to bleeding. Everything is mailbox red. So it's quite a distinct color.
We have a part of our show that is attributed to found objects. I wanted to introduce you to one of our. This is by another local artist.
Yeah.
I think grade school age. What's her name? Kat, maybe?
Yeah, this is quite funky. This is a little more sinister, but definitely both mature pieces of work. Maybe this is grade school, maybe this is just demented 60-year-old woman, I don't know.
6-year-old woman?
60-year-old woman.
Oh, okay.
Who,
The cat lady?
yeah. or a potential cat lady.
Yeah, I really like the expression. I mean, it seems like they're not really necessarily representing objects or anything, but just getting it out of them.
Yes.
I think it's really cool, and it's a shame that it ended up on the ground and had to be cleaned up by the responsible podcast Tim.
On the other hand, you know, our discussion would have run out of subject minutes ago if it hadn't been for cat. So
Minutes upon hours ago. Yeah. No, it's a nice way for me to have a different unit of time, like in between finding things, as opposed to every day doing the exact same route. You know, post office work, although healthy and really good for you, is a bit monotonous. And there's a tendency to slip away from being in touch with the rest of society and reality. So I'm really trying to work against that, have an artistic outlet with the podcast, and then having finds as
this is reconnecting with the reality.
Yeah, for sure.
And also maybe inadvertently getting to know some of the people on your route, know you
in a different way. That's cool. Well,
interesting.
Yeah, deep thoughts. Thanks for coming by and talking.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah,
thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
Look at me, I'm a letter carrier. I carry letters.